Nobody is coming to save you. The moment you stop waiting for people, your entire life will start to move the day you stop depending on others. Your life changes, ladies and gentlemen. There comes a moment in life when you finally realize something powerful. No one is coming to save you. Not your friends, not your family, not society, not your circumstances, your progress, your happiness, your success. It all starts when you take responsibility for your life. For too long, we are taught to depend on people. We depend on approval, we depend on permission, we depend on help. We wait for someone to encourage us, we wait for someone to push us, we wait for someone to rescue us, but the truth is simple. The world doesn't reward people who wait. It rewards people who act. There is a reason why successful people say, "If it's meant to be, it's up to me." And the day you understand this truth is the day everything shifts. The problem with depending on others, we think people will stay forever. We think people will guide us. We think people will understand us. But here is the painful reality. People are temporary. People change. People walk away. People forget promises, and you know what hurts the most. Not the betrayal, not the disappointment, not even the loneliness. What hurts is realizing that you were waiting for someone who was never coming. Let me tell you something. If you keep waiting for the world to give you permission, you will waste your life. The harsh truth you must accept: nobody owes you success. Nobody owes you support. Nobody owes you encouragement. Success doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the determined. You overcome life when you stop saying, "Someone will help me. Someone will guide me. Someone will support me." And you start saying, "I will figure it out. I will build my strength. I will make it happen." That's the mindset that changes everything. People can motivate you, but they cannot live your life. Your friend can motivate you. Your teacher can guide you. Your family can support you, but none of them can fight your battles. When you are alone at midnight, fighting your stress, your trauma, your problems. Who's there? Only you when you fail and start again. Who's there? Only you when you're tired and broken. Who keeps going? Only you. Don't fear being alone. Fear needing someone to stand with you. Because the day you stop depending on others, you become unstoppable. The greatest power in this world is self-reliance. Self-reliance doesn't mean you don't have people in your life. It means you are not controlled by them. It means you don't need validation. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. It means you can walk alone. Someone once said, "If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together." It's wrong. In today's world, if you want to go anywhere in life, you must learn to walk alone. People come and go, but your vision stays, your dreams stay, your purpose stays. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who waited all his life for opportunity, for support, for someone to believe in him. And one day he realized nobody believes in you until you win. He changed one thing. He stopped waiting for people. He started building himself. He created his own path. He depended only on his effort. And guess what? Everything changed. When you stop needing people, people start respecting you. When you stop chasing, people start noticing. When you stop waiting, your life starts moving. Your progress starts the moment you decide, "I will do it myself, from today." Stop expecting people to solve your problems. Stop thinking someone will magically change your life. You want to improve your finances? Do it yourself. You want to change your body? Do it yourself. You want to fix your mindset? Do it yourself, because here's the truth. Nobody is responsible for your life except you. Independence is not a choice, it's a necessity. Society is full of people who settle for less. They stay with the wrong people. They stay in the wrong environment. They listen to the wrong advice. Why? Because they're afraid to stand alone. They're afraid to leave comfort. They're afraid to take decisions. But the people who change their lives are the ones who choose courage over dependence. Remember, comfort weakens you. Discomfort grows you. There is one thing you must learn. Being alone is not a weakness. It's power. The strongest people in history had one thing in common. They didn't wait for support. They didn't wait for approval. They worked in silence. They worked alone. They worked with conviction. They knew depending on others creates limitations. Depending on yourself creates possibilities. The day you stop depending on others, your life changes. So let's continue. There comes a moment when you realize something important. Life becomes easier when you stop expecting people to carry you, because life is not about who supports you, it's about who you become when no one supports you. People say, I'll start when I get help. I'll start when someone motivates me. I'll start when someone pushes me. But what if nobody does? What if nobody claps for you? What if nobody understands your struggles? What if nobody is there to encourage you? Will you stop? Because the truth is, most dreams die not because people fail, but because people wait for the right time, wait for the right person. Wait for the right opportunity. Let me tell you something painful and true. Waiting kills more dreams than failure ever will. People are not your plan if your confidence depends on people. Then your confidence will break the moment they leave. If your happiness depends on people, your happiness disappears the moment they change. So today I want you to understand, you can't build your future on shaky hands. You can't build success on someone else's shoulders. People may walk with you, people may walk away from you, but your journey is not determined by those who come and go. It is determined by your courage, your commitment, your character. The world is full of promises. People will promise, I'm with you, I'll help you, I'll support your dream. But when you fall, silence when you need them, excuses when you are broken, distance, but that's okay, because sometimes life removes people from your path to make you stronger. You were never meant to depend on them forever. Life is preparing you to depend on something bigger, your discipline, your mindset, your determination. You want to grow, learn to be independent. Every successful person discovered this truth. You cannot climb the mountain of success holding someone's hand. You must learn to walk alone, because independence teaches you how to make decisions without fear, how to take responsibility, how to trust yourself, how to handle pressure, how to rise after failure. When you stand alone, you get stronger, you get wiser, you get more focused. That is why solitude is not a punishment. It's training. Stop searching for someone to fix your life. You are not broken. You don't need someone to complete you. You don't need someone to validate you. The help you are looking for is already inside you. Everything changes the moment you say, I don't need anyone to save me. I will save myself. Look around you. Who wins in life? The people who decide to take action, not the most talented, not the most lucky, not the smartest, the most committed. They say, I don't need support, I need progress, and they go get it. Let me give you a truth. Most people never hear people won't help you until you stop needing help. When you stop asking for support, you gain respect. When you stop begging for attention, you gain value. When you stop depending on others, you gain power. That's how life works. The world respects those who stand alone. Your life is your responsibility, not your parents', not your friends', not your relationships, not your circumstances. Your future is in your hands. Stop blaming the world. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your environment. Successful people don't say, I couldn't because no one helped. They say, I did it even when no one helped. That's the strength you must build. Independence is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Do things on your own. Solve your own problems. Take your own decisions. Don't always look for guidance. Don't always look for permission. Don't always look for someone to say you can. Tell yourself, I can. That one sentence changes your life. Your dependency is your prison. Depending on others for happiness, you will always be disappointed. Depending on others for confidence, you will always be insecure. Depending on others for direction, you will always be lost. Life becomes simple when you understand. You don't need everyone. You just need yourself. Real strength is silent, not loud, not attention-seeking, not dependent. Strength is when you can walk away, you can start again, you can stand alone, you can rebuild from nothing. Strength is when you rely on your effort, your habits, your mindset. That's the kind of strength that no one can take from you. The world changes when you change yourself. Stop thinking, I can't do it alone. Yes, you can. You were born alone. You think alone. You dream alone. You grow alone. Becoming independent is not an option. It's your destiny, because the day you stop depending on others, your life changes, your confidence changes, your stability changes, your decisions change. Your success changes. This is just the beginning, because when you learn to walk alone, the world opens doors that were closed before. You gain clarity, you gain purpose, you gain identity, and that is how transformation begins. The day you stop depending on others, your life changes. Let's continue. There is a moment in life when you stop asking, "Why won't people support me?" and you start saying, "I don't need them anymore." That is the moment you are reborn. Because the truth is simple, the world only claps when you're winning. No one celebrates you when you're struggling. No one praises you when you're trying. No one appreciates the silent work you do in the dark. People will appear when life becomes easy. People will disappear when life becomes hard. You must stop depending on a crowd to push you forward. Do you want to change your life? Then do this. Build yourself when no one is watching. Train yourself when no one is checking. Work on yourself when no one believes. That is how champions are made. You must become your own motivation. If your motivation comes from others, your motivation dies when they leave. If your strength comes from others, your strength disappears when they give up. So here is the truth. You must become the source of your own power. Wake up every day knowing, "I am responsible for my life," not your parents, not your boss, not your friends, not your relationship. You. Life rewards the people who build themselves. Every time you depend on someone, you make yourself smaller, and every time you do it yourself, you grow. Remember this, no one can stop you more than the person you depend on. Dependence is a limitation. Independence is freedom. Freedom to think, freedom to act, freedom to fail, freedom to grow, freedom to succeed. You want success? Then stop waiting for permission. Let me tell you something powerful. You don't need people to believe in your dream, because a dream doesn't need an audience. A dream needs effort. A dream needs sacrifice. A dream needs consistency, not approval. Most people never become successful because they are afraid of being alone. But the people who change the world are the ones who learned to walk alone. They didn't depend on company. They depended on their purpose. People will judge your dreams. They will say, "You won't make it. You are not capable. You are not smart enough." But listen carefully. Their words are not the truth. Their opinions are not your destiny. Their doubts are not your limits, because people tell you what they believe about themselves. So when someone says, "You can't do it," they are actually saying, "I can't do it." Don't inherit someone else's weakness. You don't need a crowd. One strong person inside you is more powerful than 100 weak supporters outside you. Silence is your strength. Solitude is your training. Self-reliance is your weapon. This world is full of noise. Everyone has opinions. Everyone has advice. Everyone has expectations. But very few people have results. Don't depend on the talkers. Become the person who takes action. Your confidence must come from you, not from someone saying, "I believe in you." Believe in yourself first. Because life becomes easy when you finally decide, "I don't need support to move forward." You don't need someone to push you. You don't need someone to validate you. You don't need someone to approve your decisions. When you stop depending on others, you stop fearing others. That is when you become unstoppable. Being alone will make you stronger, smarter, focused, dangerous. When you learn to stand alone, you learn everything the world never teaches. How to control your emotions, how to manage your time, how to build discipline, how to keep going after failure, how to become your own leader. That's the education life wants you to have. Use challenges as fuel. When people doubt you, let that doubt become your power. When people leave, let that silence become your motivation. When people ignore you, let that rejection become your direction, because one day you will prove every single person wrong. Success doesn't come from being surrounded. Success comes from being committed. Lose people, lose comfort, lose excuses, but do not lose yourself. Don't depend on people for the strength you already have. Life changes when you change. When you stop needing validation, you start living. When you stop depending on approval, you start growing. When you stop seeking permission, you start moving. The world respects those who don't wait for help, love, or encouragement. The world respects those who create their own path. Let go of the fear of loneliness. You don't need someone to hold your hand. You need someone inside you, your discipline, your courage, your belief, and those things never leave you. Depend on them. Your real power is independence. It doesn't matter who supports you. It doesn't matter who stays or goes. It doesn't matter who claps for you. Your success is not in their hands. It is in your habits. It is in your discipline. It is in your courage. So from today, stop depending on people. Stop depending on approval. Stop depending on support, and start depending on yourself. The day you stop depending on others, your life changes suddenly. You become the leader of your life. Suddenly you become confident. Suddenly you become powerful. Your decisions become stronger. Your dreams become bigger. Your future becomes brighter, because now you are not waiting. You are not asking. You are not hoping. You are creating. This is your turning point, not when someone helps you, not when someone believes in you. Your life changes the day you decide to walk alone. Remember this sentence forever. The world changes when you change yourself. Don't depend on people. Don't depend on luck. Don't depend on support. Depend on your effort, and the world will open doors you never imagined. Final message: you don't need anyone to become successful, because everything you need is already inside you. Courage, vision, discipline, strength. So stand up, stand strong, stand alone if you have to, because the day you stop depending on others, your life changes, your story changes, you change.